God, your eyes. Oh my God.
I'm very protective of my heart and matters of the heart.
Like, I'm confused because y'all know peace is what I want. Like, I don't want no smoke, bruh. Like, I'm too happy right now.
Don't it always seem like you don't know what you got till it's gone? Well, Iman Shumpert must have just realized what he lost, because ever since Teyana Taylor popped out with that smooth, quiet mystery man Aaron Pierre, he's been spiraling hard. This dude has been out here wildin' like he's got all the time in the world and no chill whatsoever. At first, Iman was supposedly trying to get Teyana back, like begging and pleading. But when that didn't go his way, probably because she was too busy glowing up with her new man, he flipped the script and got petty real quick. He started throwing shade, claiming Teyana and Aaron were only together for publicity and that the whole thing was faker than a knockoff designer bag. And here's the kicker. Iman said he's got proof. Yup, receipts and all. Now, he's making Aaron look like he's totally not Teyana's type, trying to say the man is nothing like her usual vibe. A man's even talking slick about how Teyana isn't really into men like that, trying to stir up all kinds of mess. He really went there. He's out here acting like he's exposing something the world didn't already know, and now it's turning into a full-on drama show. Let's keep it real. Iman did not see this coming. He thought Teyana would be crying over their marriage forever, but instead, she stepped out with a whole upgrade. And not just any man. Aaron Pierre got the kind of calm confidence and clean energy that's got fans all over the place obsessed. People love the new vibe she's bringing, and that's probably burning Iman up from the inside out. For years, Iman and Teyana were seen as Hollywood's cool couple. They had style, chemistry, and those beautiful kids. But now, the fairy tale's flipped, and it looks like Teyana's the one living her best life, while Iman's out here in his feelings, dragging the whole situation into the spotlight. Now folks online are saying Teyana and Aaron are a perfect match, like scary perfect. One tweet straight up said, Aaron Pierre and Teyana together look like two expensive house cats with high vet bills and picky taste. I will not be explaining how I reached that conclusion. That's wild, but kind of accurate. The internet is in love with their vibe, but you just know that had Iman's ego bruised to the core. So what's he doing now? Trying to puff up his pride by getting her back. Again. But Teyana? Nah, she ain't going for it. She remembers how dirty he did her when they were still together. It wasn't just some small fight, they had deep issues, and sis is not trying to go backwards. But Iman won't quit. Now he's throwing out more drama, saying her relationship with Aaron is just for publicity. Look, I actually love Teyana and Aaron together. They look good, no denying that. But even before Iman started talking, there were already rumors floating around that their relationship was all for show. Some folks on social media have been whispering about it for weeks, saying it came out of nowhere. One second, we didn't even know they were cool, and the next, they're all cuddled up like they've been locked in for years. Still, here's the thing. Both Teyana and Aaron are winning in their careers. So why would they need to fake it for the cameras? That's where Hollywood gets tricky. In that world, image is everything. If your audience stops feeling you, your career might take a hit, so some celebs do whatever it takes to stay loved and relevant. It's all about branding, and for Aaron Pierre, aka that smooth and quiet star, his biggest fan base is Black women. And let's be real, Black women show up for their favorite actors like nobody else. That love, that loyalty, it's deep. So some folks are out here speculating that maybe he's playing into that image by dating someone like Teyana, who's also beloved and powerful in her own right. But is it real love or Hollywood strategy? That's the question everyone's asking now. Now here's where things get real messy for Aaron Pierre, aka Smooth Fossa. On paper, linking up with Teyana Taylor could have been the perfect power move. But there's one major catch. Word on the street is, Aaron's got a strong preference for white women. Yep, rumors been swirling that he doesn't even date Black women like that. And you already know how fast support can vanish once folks catch wind of something like that. Because let's be honest, If there's one thing guaranteed to turn the tide against a black male celeb, it's people thinking he's obsessed with white girls and doesn't show love to black women at all. That's a quick way to end up out of your biggest fan base's good graces, and quick. Now enter Jessica Hardwick, Aaron's ex, and yes, she's white. The streets are buzzing that Jessica's been acting shady lately, throwing little hints that Aaron and Teyana's whole relationship might be a setup. And it gets worse. Some are saying Aaron might still be messing with Jessica on the low, quiet, sneaky link vibes. But they're keeping it hush-hush because they know that would blow up everything he's got going with Teyana. And this ain't just some random ex either. Jessica might not be the only one. Turns out, every woman who's ever been publicly linked to Aaron? Yup, white. Another one of them is Hannah Hurst, a white woman from Australia who's been living in London and working as a CPS lawyer. She and Aaron are both British, so people think that's probably how they crossed paths. But here's where it really starts to look suspicious. Aaron and Hannah weren't just seen having casual convos or sipping coffee. Nah, they were spotted together at a wedding. That's major. You don't just pull up to a wedding with someone unless it's something serious, or at least deeper than just friends. And from how they were acting, it didn't scream platonic. So now people are looking at this whole thing sideways. Like, is this Teyana situation just a Hollywood move? Or is Aaron trying to clean up his image after his history with all these snow bunnies? Let's not play blind. Something about all this is looking real strategic. Let's be real, bringing someone to a wedding ain't no casual, just friends kind of move. That's a whole statement. That's the kind of event where you show up with someone to let the world know y'all are locked in. And Aaron Pierre and Hannah, they weren't just sitting in the back looking chill, they were close, cozy, and giving major couple energy. So much so that people started whispering like, wait, is this their wedding? Did they secretly tie the knot? Now, to be clear, no, it wasn't their wedding. That part's been cleared up. But still, weddings are not the place you bring some random sidekick. A +1 at a wedding means something. It's a message. It's intentional. So this right here, it's not giving acquaintance. It's giving, we got history. Maybe even, we still got something going on. And don't even act surprised. Yes, this fits right into the pattern. Just like the other women Aaron's been linked to, Hannah isn't a woman of color. So yeah, it's starting to look real clear that this man had a type for a long time. We're not saying folks can't have preferences, but when it's only one kind of woman over and over again, that says more than words ever could. Especially with all the talk lately about his dating history and how it plays into his public image. This just adds another layer to the conversation. And honestly, at this point, it's not even up for debate. It's right there in plain sight. Need more proof it wasn't just a random link-up? There's a photo floating around online of Aaron kissing Hannah on the forehead. And that pic wasn't some leaked paparazzi shot. Hannah posted it herself on Instagram with the caption, "My person." Yeah, not exactly the kind of caption you drop for someone who's just a casual +1. Let's really talk about that forehead kiss for a second, because that is not some friendly, just vibing type of move. A forehead kiss, that's deep. That's personal. It screams, I care about you, without even saying a word. People don't go around dropping kisses on foreheads just for fun. Nah, that's reserved for someone you got real feelings for. Someone you're close with on a different level. It's gentle, it's emotional, but most of all, it's intentional. That's not something you do if you're trying to keep things low-key or pretend like it's nothing serious. That kind of moment, it tells the whole story, even if they never say a word. Between that wedding date, the cuddly body language, and now this forehead kiss? Come on now, it's clear as day. At this point, let's stop pretending like it's just rumors. The signs are all there and they're loud. It's getting harder and harder to ignore what's really going on. And when you look at the full lineup of women Aaron's been with, the pattern is crystal clear, and it goes deeper than just skin tone. These women he's linked to, they all got the same vibe, real quiet, stay in their lane, no spotlight chasing energy. You don't see them out here stirring up headlines or putting themselves at the center of drama. They move under the radar, chill and unbothered. And that's exactly why the difference between them and Teyana Taylor hits like a slap. Teyana's the opposite. She's bold, stylish, and commands a room without even trying. She's been in the game for years, known for her presence, her talent, and her unshakable confidence. She walks in, and all eyes are on her. She's that girl, a full-blown IT girl. So when you compare Aaron's quiet past to Teyana's bright spotlight, it makes you wonder, was this relationship real? Or was it about creating a new narrative? 'Cause one thing's for sure, Teyana ain't like the women he's dated before, and that contrast is impossible to miss. So when you line up the type of women Aaron usually vibes with and then stack that next to someone like Teyana, it's a whole different world. It really makes you stop and think, was Aaron ever really comfortable with the spotlight Teyana brings naturally? Or has he always been drawn to the more low-key, stay-in-the-background type of women? And let's keep it real. A lot of Black women in his fan base don't take too kindly to Black men constantly dating outside their race. So if Aaron did hop into a PR relationship, it wouldn't be that surprising. But the real question is, what's in it for Teyana? Is she just chasing clout? Or is there a deeper plan behind the scenes? Word on the streets is that Teyana's trying to switch up her image after that messy divorce from Iman. People are whispering that she's been leaning more into her attraction to women, and maybe not so much into men anymore. Now, whether that's true or not isn't the point, but let's be honest, Teyana has always given off that fluid, bold energy. It seems like she doesn't want her whole rebrand to be centered around that part of her identity, though, so some think this relationship with Aaron might be a strategic move, something to steer the conversation in a different direction. But don't forget, Teyana has already been pretty open about her past. She once admitted in an interview that she and Iman used to bring other women into their bedroom, which lit social media up. Fans had a lot to say, and not all of it was positive. One person even commented recently, Teyana and Iman were relationship goals. Now I feel like her interview was tasteless and shows a lack of self-respect. Let this be a lesson. What you and your husband do should stay behind closed doors. But Teyana wasn't having none of that judgment. She clapped back with full confidence, saying, "Let what be a lesson, Padia. I'm not losing any sleep at night over your opinion. Just because I, enjoy busting women down from time to time with my husband doesn't mean I don't respect self. So you can go enjoy your whack life." Woo! She said what she said. No shame, no apologies. Teyana's always owned her truth, and that's exactly why she stays on people's radar. And stay out of hers, too. In another interview, Teyana laid it all out with no sugarcoating. Once she's done with someone, that's it. She made it very clear. She doesn't do second chances, she doesn't go back, and she's not entertaining the same person twice. Once it's a wrap, it's a clean cut. No lingering, no let's try again, no nothing. The way she said it, you could feel it in your chest. She meant every word. It was giving no reruns, no repeats, no syndication, just straight, you had your shot and now you're gone. Teyana ain't spinning the block for nobody. When she walks away, she keeps it moving, period. But then she really dropped a gem during that interview with Jada. She hinted that when it came to threesomes in her marriage, she was the mastermind. And she didn't beat around the bush either. She straight up said it was her vibe, her idea, and she's the one doing the scouting. So if anyone thought it was always the man pushing for that kind of stuff, nah, Teyana said think again. She made it sound like she was the one calling the shots, making sure it all went down exactly how she liked it. And honestly, that adds another layer to the story. It shows that Teyana's not just some passive partner. She's been in control, playing her role on her own terms. And here's where it gets wild, because even with all that, even with them already bringing other women into their bedroom, the word is that Iman still couldn't stay loyal. People are saying the marriage fell apart because he was out here cheating with other women anyway. Make it make sense. Like seriously, they had women at home already and he still stepped out? That's the part that's got everyone confused. Teyana was already giving him the freedom most men only dream about, and somehow that still wasn't enough? Now she's done, and she's letting it be known. You only get one shot with her. So seriously, what was Iman even out here searching for? That's what had folks online in a frenzy, especially since people started saying those women they brought into the bedroom were really for Teyana, not for him. And maybe that chatter is exactly why she decided to quiet the noise with this supposed PR setup with Aaron Pierre. Now listen, dating someone just to shut up internet gossip sounds extreme, but in Hollywood, that's light work. These celebs do wild stuff to protect their image. Some even go as far as getting married for PR reasons. So a lil relationship? Please, that's child's play compared to the mess that really goes down behind the scenes. Just look at history. Y'all remember Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey? That whole thing had PR stamped all over it from the jump. But the why behind it, that's where the tea is. Michael's fan base had started turning on him heavy. People were accusing him of only dating outside his race and ignoring black women. Meanwhile, Lori was getting clowned non-stop, with folks calling her an industry pass-around. So what did they do? Link up, smile for the cameras, and let the narrative shift. They played the game for almost 2 years, then broke up, clean and simple. And guess what? Their careers leveled out just fine. No more dragging, no more shade. It worked. Now it's looking like Aaron and Teyana might be using that same exact playbook. Both of them got things to clean up. Aaron's name keeps getting tied to white women, and Teyana's trying to pivot after her divorce and all the speculation about her preferences. A public romance between the two. That's the kind of move that gets people talking and resets the narrative. But get this, here's the twist. Word is, Teyana wasn't even the first choice. Allegedly, Aaron's team originally wanted Lori Harvey for the role. Yup, there was a whole wave of rumors about them possibly dating, and now folks are saying that it wasn't random. It was Aaron's camp floating those stories, trying to make the match happen. Aaron's team was definitely testing the waters, putting out feelers to see how fans would react if he linked up with Lori Harvey. But Lori wasn't having none of it. She shut that down quick, like, "No thanks, leave me out of this." And after that, Aaron pivoted straight to Teyana. And the rest, well, y'all see how the story played out. Now Iman's out here causing a scene, and yeah, he might actually be on to something with the whole "this is just PR" angle. But Teyana is not playing with him. She's reportedly so fed up, she asked the judge to hold him in contempt of court and throw him in jail. Whew, not the father of her kids getting locked up behind this drama. According to TMZ, Teyana accused Iman of intentionally leaking dirt about her and their divorce to the public, just so she'd get dragged online. She says the stuff he's been spilling led to a wave of misleading headlines and public backlash. And you want to know the real kicker? She claims it ain't a coincidence that all this mess started bubbling up right when Iman dropped his new rap song. Yeah, not him trying to play rapper while dragging his ex in the process. The timing is looking real suspicious. Like, is he using all this chaos with Teyana to boost streams and get clout for his music? If so, that's messy and calculated. One thing's for sure, these two are caught up in a whole storm of mess, and it's not looking like it's cooling off anytime soon. Iman is not letting Teyana walk away peacefully, and Teyana, she's done playing nice. But now, it's your turn to weigh in. Do you think Iman's telling the truth and that Teyana and Aaron are just playing the PR game? Or is he just bitter and pressed because she moved on? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to see all of them. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next spicy drop. I'll catch y'all in the next one.